Welcome back to my channel, you guys. It is a crazy mess in my house right now. I was under the weather for a few days, and let me tell you, a week of no cleaning will do amazing things to your house. So I want you guys to come along with me and clean this. Let me tell you, it is hard to put this on the internet, but I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this. So I'm gonna deal with this mess, and I want to take you along with me. This is cleaning motivation. If you need this today, then watch this video, subscribe to my channel. We're gonna get this done together. Hit the thumbs up if you know that you struggle with these things too. We can do it though, don't worry. All right, so obviously the first place I'm going is the dishes, because for some reason when those are out of control, the whole rest of the house feels way less manageable. So we're gonna handle those first, and then we can move on from there. I will say that in my house, my husband actually does most of the dishes, and that is such a lifesaver. He started doing those after this last baby. Before we shared, we would take turns, but lately, long late nights with baby are making this a wonderful gift for him to do that. Colored pencil in the dishes, of course. So if you do not know me, I am Jessica Gish, and I have 4 girls, 4 babies. Well, I guess they're not all babies anymore. Makes me kind of sad, but I have a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and then a almost 3-month-old. So we are fully in the thick of this small children thing, and everything in my life is covered in Cheerios, crumbs, and spit up right now. But that's okay. As they say, it's a good time. It's a time of your life that you never get back. So I really do appreciate every day, but the messes are the next level. Okay, so do you see those Raisin Bran, glued on Raisin Brans right there? If you leave a wet, hot washcloth on there for a little bit, it just kind of soaks it off, helps a lot. So I'm doing that right now. Also, we have some nail polish on this table because my little Ella is obsessed with nail polish right now, and she gets a little overzealous with it. I'll just say that. So we're getting that off. I'm making sure to wipe it off as soon as I use the acetone. As soon as I use the nail polish remover on there, I make sure to wipe it off with the washcloth so that it doesn't damage the finish. This table I actually made myself with my husband, and it was a really fun experience. All right, going through, there are a couple of little cracks in this table, so I used a knife to make sure to clean all the crumbs out of the cracks. Okay, back to that glued on Raisin Bran. Man, I tell you, what is that stuff made out of? It's impossible to get off. I feel like it's so hard, especially if it gets on the tile floor and then I don't catch it right away. It's so bad. Okay, back to dishes, because of course after you clean up the table, there are more dishes to be done. So we're handling all of this. Can I tell you that I struggled for a really long time to let anyone see my house even a little bit messy, a lot. And I found out that I was not the only one. When I started letting some of my dearest friends into my life when my house is messy, I found out that they also were struggling with that, and that it is a lot of pressure on yourself to try to keep your house perfect at all times, especially when you have a lot of little kids. So opening myself up to a little bit of embarrassment actually made some of my friends feel so much better, because they struggled with it too, and they said that it really made them feel so much better. Don't worry, I will wipe down that dishwasher. It looks real bad, real bad right now. But just know that you're not the only person who gets a messy house sometimes. It is, I would say like 90% of people deal with this. There might be like that odd fairy person who has a magically clean house at all times, but they're probably lying about it too. So just know you're not alone. We got this. We can handle it. But if your house is in this state, don't feel bad about yourself. All right, so we're going to scrub down every surface, basically. Scrub down the sink, and then we'll move on to some of these piles in the house too. Now, if you're looking for extra cleaning motivation, some of my very favorite things to do are to play some music. I used to try to listen to audiobooks while I clean, and I do enjoy this sometimes when it's just like a little bit of a routine thing, that's fine. But if I've got a big old mess to clean and I try to listen to an audiobook, I get too distracted. I move slower when I listen to audiobooks, even though I love them. So right now I am listening to fast-paced music. Peaceful music doesn't do it for me either because, again, I move too slow. So I have to get on something that you can dance to, something that you can sing to, and then just blast it. It gets your energy going. Also, I made sure that I did my workout this morning because that helps me have more energy too, especially with all of the long nights. Right now my baby's actually doing a little bit better. She sleeps okay. She wakes up a couple times a night, and that's pretty good right now. But the amazing thing is that she eats and she goes right back down. And part of the way that we have managed that is through this whole sleep training process that I found in a book, which is amazing. And if you would like more information about that, let me know if I should make a video about it. But we had 2 really bad sleeping babies, and then we got really desperate. So the 3rd, we started this process. Now I'm on my 4th one, doing the same sleep training process, and it works amazing. Okay, making sure I wipe down the backsplash of the oven. This is an area that can get easily neglected, so I make sure to handle it this time around. And you know what? It's not perfect. Look at the streaks. There are some streaks left over, and that is okay. Let me just tell you, if you're just trying to get through the mess, be okay with not perfect. And I am a perfectionist, and I was listening to some statistics on a podcast. I don't know if these are accurate, but they said it's probably about 80% of people who actually struggle with perfectionism. If you are a perfectionist, you're not alone, and sometimes that holds you back from getting as much done as you would like to because you're trying to do each thing absolutely perfect. If you're trying to get through your house and it's at this level, just be okay with okay. We're just gonna move as quickly as possible and get as much done as possible, and some of it is not going to be perfect. So there might be a few streaks left over, or I might not spend as much time on one area as I would like to, but we'll get through it. One of my favorite tools when I am cleaning, like the favorite tool, is the broom. So when I have a bunch of stuff on the floor, little kids like to drag things out of every crevice and corner of your house and leave them on the floor. So I take the broom and sweep it all into a big pile, and then from there I sort it out. I like to bring a garbage bag and 2 baskets, and one basket is for dirty clothes because there's like a million of those all over my house all the time. Another basket is for things that go other places in the house, and then the garbage bag, obviously there's going to be tons and tons of things, and I find it really helpful to let go of some of the papers. There are like a million papers coming home every single day from school and in the mailbox, and just my life is full of paper right now. So I have to let it go. Also, do you see that? Did you see that train, guys? That train is for a Harry Potter room that I did upstairs. If you haven't seen my Harry Potter Decorate With Me video, it's a Christmas themed Harry Potter room, and it was amazing. So I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. That train is going to go up there. It's a Hogwarts Express. And I died when I found it. My sister-in-law found it actually at Costco. Costco's the best, and it was a way better price than online. So if you have a Costco near you and you're looking for one of those, head on over and see if they've got one. And this is the time of day my husband came home from work. So he just jumped right in and was helping me clean as well. He's amazing. I am very lucky, and I know it. But and the girls woke up from their naps. So Ella is 2, and then the baby is 2.5 months, and so they were both taking little naps. Now they're awake, and so they're gonna hang out with us while we clean and vacuum this room. I right now have the Dyson V8, I want to say, and I love it. It is the best. It works so well, and we did run out. I found out the warranty is actually really good, so it's like 2 years, and our Dyson, the battery was having issues. It wasn't lasting hardly at all. I couldn't even get through this whole rug without it dying. So we reached out to the company and they sent a new battery right away, and now it charges much faster and it lasts forever. So if your Dyson is having trouble like that, then just reach out. And this rug is not my favorite right now. I actually really like it, other than it's not big enough for this room. So I do need to get a new rug, but when we went looking for rugs at furniture stores, it takes a very long time right now to get anything in stock. So we're just kind of dealing with it right now, and it works good. We'll get a new rug when we find one we really like. Okay, so at this point, we've got the whole family pitching in. My husband is working on sweeping and putting things away, and the girls are helping now, and that is a big tip for you too. If you are struggling with your house, get everyone involved, and sometimes it's more work to get everyone involved, but they're not gonna learn unless you make them. They won't just start doing it on themselves all of a sudden one day when they're teenagers if you didn't teach them how and you didn't work with them. So even though it's a headache to try to get everyone involved, it's going to be worth it later, and it's just one of those long-term things that you got to do. But we make it fun, and we make sure to turn on music, and we don't make it a punishment. So they really do enjoy cleaning at this stage, but they're also little, so I realize that doesn't last forever. But right now, it's good. You see what I mean about the cereal? The cereal and the paper. There is just cereal everywhere in my life. And I wonder why we go through so many boxes. Look at this. There's like stuff everywhere. The floors were crazy. I think the worst mess, I want to hear in the comments below, what is the worst mess that your kids have made in the house? I mean, I realize there's probably like a million. I think one of the funniest looking back messes that my girls did is they took two whole Costco packs of individual sized yogurts and grenade launched them all over the house, and they exploded. They each exploded all over the floor. It was awful. Obviously there's been lots of other messes too, but that one just kind of makes me laugh looking back. What were they thinking? I mean, it must have been fun. I mean, it sounds fun to me. All right, here is the after. So this I filmed the very next day, and in the morning I mopped, wiped down some crazy footprints and handprints on the walls, and just got it fully clean, and it felt so good. So here is everything. I also cleaned those mirrors, and doesn't it feel so much better? If you are needing to clean your house today, here is your cleaning motivation, and let me just be the one to tell you that you can do it. You've got this, mama. Just turn on your favorite music and watch this video for some motivation, and then we can clean like a psycho together. Well, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I love having you guys here. Make sure that if you are not subscribed, you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I make new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great week. Have a great day. Take care. And until next time, goodbye.